There is something that I always want to try to share with you guys, but I didn't. We did not have a right time, because now the time is set up for you to know about it. Thank you so much for your question, by the way. I really like it. You can see in the society today, we have different beliefs. I think 2% of people now are open-minded, and they kind of change their mind for better. Doubt that we have a lot of people who really work hard to achieve their goals, and but others, as in all society, big percentage of people who still sleeping, or they don't really think about it, because they're not maybe trained, or they don't listen to this kind of messages and motivations. Yeah, I think this will be a valuable lesson for those who will watch this video, because I've learned a lot since I started my business online, and how I expand my brand all over the planet. Since my childhood, I've never had the chance to be in contact with money, and that's diminished in me the value of money. I've never been in touch with money. You will always put money first. Say that, okay, money will solve my problem. Money can solve every problem, but not mind problem. And if we understand well, a person is a full of mind problem. If your mind is clear, if your mind is, you don't have problem in your mind, I don't think that will be a problem, because it will be in your brain, it will be a time for you to get in process, to say, okay, this is the time that I don't have money. What do I have to do? Do I have to wait for my time? Do I have to it's everything is in your mind. I think if people today understand it, and then I think the world will be really, really great. And yeah, I can't say that. I always want money to be a part of me, but not a solution to all my problems. Because my period of me not being in touch with money was so long, so that I created a box of security. I say to myself, okay, as I don't have money, as I'm not in touch with money, I think if you create in yourself a situation that can solve your problem, your problem, but problems are mental. Your problems, it's inside of us, in our minds. So I don't think that could change for years, since since I've learned that money is just something that it must be a part of us, but not being to be leading us. We need big cars, nice cars, and whatever, but I don't think that is the value that each person need. There is something that it's covered by all those materials, and then after you have it, you will never be at the top of that feelings, but it will be always an happiness. It will be always happy for you to attain that goal, and the benefit for many of the people. I always tell to myself that working hard for yourself is the key to know who you really are, because if you don't know who you are and how to know who you are, it's working first of all, most of the time, 90% of the day, on yourself. I'm not saying that not being focused on the job that you have, or it's always we have time to think about something. So if you take that time to think about something, think about you, your impact, your influence, your desire, your everything. It will help you to go deeper, and every day to ask you questions, good questions for your health, mental health and spiritual health, so that you may have a good mindset. I think we all I love one of the book that's called cybernetic. I read that book in French, but I didn't know that book was called cybernetic in English. It say that your self-image determines what you can do or what you can't, and can be easily changed. You know what I mean? So if you look first of all of yourself, if you look at the image that interior of you, you may discover a lot of things, and that I don't think that you will all discover in one day. It took a life. Reason why we have a life, it means all your life to discover yourself through each day's situation, through each day's, you know, everything, and to know how to solve problems. I think this is the reason why we live. And yeah, and I think for all of you guys, I think even for you, you will understand it. Yeah. When I look at my mom, I cry because she worked so hard for me, and knowing that I since then I didn't do anything for her, or you know, seeing her getting old and me doing nothing about it, it's something that it's really shocked me, first of all. And I read a book that, I'm sorry if I read, I used to read a lot of books, so I remember one of the book that called on the shortness of life. That book remind me something. My mom she worked so hard for me to be that person that I am today. People say that I'm kind. People say that I'm smart. People say that I'm ambitious. Yeah, it's so cute, all those words. Thank you so much. But when myself, I realized that she made me, the only person who really worked hard for me, and knowing that she's getting old and I'm not doing anything, that remind me that time is so short. We are wasting time in doing nothing. So if we just take action today to do what is right, to give back to those who really loved us, I'm not the kind of person who think like, okay, I will give back to the next generation. No, I would like to give back to the person who deserves that happiness. I think that is the most important thing, especially parents, especially close friends. What about teachers? The person who really loves you, you know what I mean? I don't want to give back happiness to yes, it's good to give back to his next generation, but I think it's better to give back to the person himself, so that he may rejoice with that he's feeling. I think it's the most important thing in life. Yeah, life is really short. As I can tell you, life is really short, and we must learn how to take actions. Take actions when you have time. Like when you still have time, take actions. Actions by, in everything. I'm not saying taking actions and bad decisions. The reason why it's a process. You don't need only one videos. You need all your entire life to work on your person. So reason why I say it in the I just say that you must know your image, what determines your image, what you can do, everything. So you must learn first of all who you are, who you really are, so that you may know how to impact, how to work on your goal, and what is the reason of you living today in this world. So I think it will be important if you discover that, and if people who are watching us discover that, and I think that will be really good for the entire planet. My mom always told me that she always tells me that white hair is to stay and black hair is to work. So working today, or opening today a YouTube channel, or trying to even if there is some situations, I try to do my best. Like I try to get out of myself, so that I may be proud of myself that okay, even if I did something wrong, even if I did not pay thousands of dollars to learn what I could do in two weeks. So let me work hard so that it may give the value to myself. You know what I mean? So every day I work for my destiny. Every day I worked to return back happiness to those who give it to me, and to those people who deserve it. Even those people who are bad, even those people who think bad of you, give them happiness, and you don't know what can happen. Maybe they will change because of you. So that is important that we need to learn from this video. I think. Thank you so much, Eric, because I really like that you came here and then you asked me questions on my own channel. I appreciate that, and I think in the next videos we will try to work hard again, and then so that people may understand what we want really to do. And yeah, I think that will be good. Yeah, thank you. Yes, thank you so much.